my gear
Yes,
didn't
right.
get
I
plus
like.
one.
What's that?
All my gear didn't get plus one.
Did you apply all of it to it? I need to remember.
Naps are like so dangerous for me because I never know if I'm like going to take a 30-minute nap or it's gonna be like a 4-hour nap. And I think that day was a 4 hour. I had alarms and I slept through all of them.
Oh my god, the yawning's happening again.
Oh, um, I'm getting those two. Tired. Sleep.
It's okay. Today shouldn't be a long session, so low energy session, just to get back into the groove of things. I just want to reset and refocus. That's the main point of today.
But yeah, doesn't your body like force you to yawn when you're not getting enough oxygen or something?
Yeah, and it also does it when you have too much oxygen, apparently. That's how it forces you
Oh,
to expel it.
rep.
Probably just force 3 other people to yawn right now.
Dicks. Asshole.
Okay, M is here, so cool. M, can I get a verbal?
Part about trio is that you have to actually do your job. Everyone has to do their job. You can't just sit there and fucking eat glue and do nothing and clear anyone. Like, you can't most of the time.
Who is getting yelled at, Vale? Who's not doing their job?
It's a show in the book.
Do you so you know like the new Basha Yurika zone called Occult Crescent?
Uh huh.
The 48 man is called Fork Tower Blood because there's two of them. The other one is magic, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Uh huh.
The second boss is like pretty funny because everybody wipes to it.
Is someone just not doing the mechanic or something?
It's not just one person.
Oh, are you one of those people right now?
No, I've gotten some the last boss, but wiped every time, so I'm stuck here.
Mm-hmm. M, can I get a verbal response?
Hello.
Cool. Uh, fuck. I'm so sorry, Anthony. Oh, shit.
What if we had a group nap?
A group nap. God, you and Charity would get
We'll go
along.
back to. Hmm?
You and Charity would get along.
Who? Oh, okay.
She fucking loves group call naps. That's like her thing, genuinely. I'm not even.
See you guys in an hour.
So.
Yep. And then when we wake up, we can have a snack. Goldfish crackers.
I haven't had those in years.
So let me go ahead and switch this to Diva by Diva.
Snack that smells
since we're
bad.
starting. Snack that smiles back. Goldfish. God, that opera house is beautiful.
And then like somebody would always like bring like peanut butter or peanuts, and like another person in the class is like definitely allergic to peanuts, and then yeah, fun times.
Mention the opera house.
Yeah, it was on the opera house that M just saw, and we'll be missing out on.
Am I gonna be the only one that's missing it?
I think so, actually.
Ooh.
I think so. We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah,
because
so I've been trying to clear that and
Hold on me.
clear I haven't cleared either. I have
you went robot for a second there. Can you say that again? You've been trying to clear something and then something?
Yeah, I've been trying to clear like that new fight the new Baja zone and MAS like I haven't cleared either of them. And I have like 8 weeks.
Jesus. Is it just that hard, or you just can't find a competent group?
It's just like a lot of wipes at the final boss for the Eureka Baja thing, and then because it's 4 bosses and it's 3 like intermediary steps in between them. And then for I just like haven't gotten into phase 2 yet. So
Is it savage level or is it normal?
no, it is it's not even extreme level. I would say
Okay.
only the 4th boss would be like an extreme boss. Everything else is like you can just like react when you see the mechanic and resolve it correctly if you actually understand the mechanic.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, it should be easy, like informable content. Like all these like fresh progress are done. But because it's like brand new content, it's hit or miss.
No, that makes sense. All right. So, you guys have failed the rescue mission. Unfortunately, the operation did end in a failure. Since Lauren is not here, I will be defaulting the decision to Nova, since she would have second priority on driving duty. But I will assume that you will be driving back to headquarters first, or at least straight back to headquarters after you pick up your smokes and your treats. Would that be correct?
I want to go back to the enemies, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go back.
Yeah.
We gotta finish the mission.
Yeah.
You want to go back without resting? Is that correct?
No, we can go back.
No, that's
That's what
okay.
everyone agreed on.
She can take it.
Yeah, with your 1 hit point. You can take 1 more, right? I am.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted, right?
I'm ready.
But do you want to consult with the others, or do you want to make the decision?
I thought that's what we agreed on last session, was going back.
You can check with everyone once more. If you feel...
Okay, if anyone doesn't want that.
I think I got enough ammo on my weapons to shoot a few more corpos.
Everyone but him. Let it be known.
No, he's right.
Everyone but them. Let it be known.
I got a bullet with each of their names on it. Henry, Blade, Orangutan, Charles,
Orangutan.
Chucky. They got some weird names, okay? You didn't see their name tags?
No, I was looking at the beautiful, hardworking tires.
Oh, what? The bad ties?
It's the sassy tire.
the bad gear.
The fussy tire.
Left door, right door, windshield.
The boastful tire. Okay. So you'll start driving back to HQ then. Is that what I'm hearing? Does
Oh wait, I thought we were going to go back to the enemies. Are we not?
it sounds like she does not like your answer?
I
Is
thought
that
she
really
wanted to
what you
ask
guys
us.
want?
Does
Like,
Ivor
genuinely?
does Ivor have a say in this at all? If Sushi's there, he might have stepped away.
I mean,
I've been
I got
muted.
it.
Oh, you've been muted. Oh,
I've been muted.
w-
I'm okay with whichever, but going back probably. But I don't know if we can handle that. So,
We can handle it. She can't.
okay, we're not going back.
We're contractually obligated.
If
It's
we
our
go
job.
back, we're going into a fight that we should not have started.
Why don't we
I
at
think-
least look around for? We know that they went inside the building, but we don't know. We could look around and see if they're somewhere nearby.
If we're going back, I want it to be that you guys overpowered Nova and Venus and drove the car there yourself. Because that's the
definitely
only
not
way that
doing that.
I'd be going back.
Anthony, what's your character's name?
I think we need to regroup
Jim?
and reattempt an extract later.
you guys have no choice but to be regrouped right now. You have one car left.
Yeah.
I look Jim in his eyes. You thinking what I'm thinking?
We gotta go back.
Gotta go back. We have to go back.
We can go back after we take a long rest.
That's like a day. Carbon might be dead by then.
I believe in his
Mhm.
resourcefulness.
And what about the VIP?
Gotta go
I'm
back.
going to start the car and drive back to Diva by Diva place.
Okay, so you will start. You will continue.
If anyone,
Break it
if
up.
anyone stops me, they can stop me, but
So
Why would you bring it up in the first place?
it's 4 against 2! You're the only people that want to go back to the enemies.
What the? Why bring it up in the first place?
I left it to a vote and you lost the vote!
I feel like me and Jim count for 2 people each.
Why is that?
Cause the way we combat, we're 2 of y'all.
you stopped counting for 2 people when your dog died.
Oh,
A tear just falls down.
that was
Tired
brutal.
The words were exchanged, but he remembered about the dog.
I got some payback that's owed. And the debt has drawn interest.
Yeah, Miss Juniper told us.
Who's Juniper? Again, we don't have to fight. But at least we can look around and search for our VIP in Carbon. We can do it sneakily.
Mhm.
There's some other person, the VIP, Carbon, and the barkeep. I can't remember.
Apothecary.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Right.
have to get Clippy and Ivor to be down. And then I'll drive there.
Clippy, Ivor, come on. I'm not saying let's go back to fight. So I'm down if we do fight. I'm saying we gotta at least finish the mission. Do we know if Diva is a kind, malevolent being or benevolent? boss,
Diva?
or is
Oh yeah,
he
Diva's a sweetheart. Juniper though,
what?
Juniper's kind of a
Oh, I thought that was a mission from Diva through Juniper.
Juniper is your point of contact right now.
Oh, so do we know if Juniper is benevolent and kind?
Juniper's not very
Tolerance
nice.
failure.
She's not very nice.
Yeah, that lady. I don't know about y'all, but Juniper scares me. I'm not trying to go back at least without some hint of success.
If we go back, if and we're found out again, and they start shooting at us, because in all likelihood, that's what's about to happen. What then?
We
They
don't
are
go
also
back.
going to. They're going to recognize the pirate ship.
We don't
Ivor
go
is,
back
like,
to the
Pointing
bar.
to that point.
We don't go back to the bar. I'm just saying, let's go around the neighborhood. It's impossible
Of the
that they're
bar?
down every single street.
Are you ready to do another car chase and die?
I mean, I'm always ready to die. I've been ready
Okay.
to die since the
I'll
war.
math.
Vietnam flashbacks.
War.
Second Corporal War flashbacks. Okay, so I'm going to go down one by one. So right now your options are to go back and try to investigate what happened sneakily, or go back to HQ and tuck tail and run. Okay, so Lee J, Ty,
Going back.
okay,
Going back.
Mortimer,
You gotta go back.
okay, Ivor,
I feel like Ivor's still not convinced yet.
okay, so you're saying HQ?
I think Ivor is thinking HQ at the moment.
Okay, Clippy,
HQ.
okay,
Can I roll a persuasion? Oh, and what's her name? Nova.
that really depends on if they're willing to be persuaded or not.
Okay, so let's walk through this like mind theater. We drive back. We get identified immediately because we're in a pirate ship.
A pirate ship, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Noah gets shot in the face and dies. She is the active driver. What are the remaining three of us going to do?
What are we going to do?
So hypothetically, so I do want to say this. Hypothetically, Nova and Venus are not the only people that can drive a car. Anyone can drive. It's just
They're
Venus
best
could.
at it.
Yeah, Venus is the best at it. Nova's not even good at it.
Also,
Nova's not even.
this is car, so until Venus comes back, like, no one else can drive it because she can't consent to letting them.
Nova also is not even good at driving a car, by the way. I'd also like to make that very clear.
Nova's the one that crashed.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nova's.
Oh, you told me to fucking crash.
I
Yeah,
didn't tell you to crash.
I, people seem to put this role on Nova that she is a driver. She has below average driving skills.
You don't have a 2? I thought everybody has a 2.
She has below average driving skills.
Golly.
I never had to
So
learn
no-
how to drive. I have my sister.
Everyone
So no,
but
how-
everyone but Ty and Venus have below average driving skills. I just want to make this.
Wait.
I just want to make this very clear.
told Nova about that persuasion. You know, because you said that you needed, you needed to be convinced. So it sounds like you're willing.
If someone can heal me from 1 HP, maybe I'll go back.
Didn't you already
I
use
was
your
about to
self
say.
though? That's the problem.
You've already used the speed heal.
I'm 1 HP out of 40.
Why
I
don't
would
you
like
just lay in
to-
the back seat? You don't need to
From
go in. I'll drive for
apart
you.
apart from like a speed heal, like there's nothing that I would be able to do to help with that, would I?
The
All
I'll-
right,
most,
out of character.
the most
Out
I
of
will do
character.
is park down the street like a while, or like ways away from the building, and I'll watch you go look. But I will not be coming with.
Out of
Nova.
character. How upset would you be if I knocked you out?
You don't need to
If-
knock me out. You don't have to do that.
If you
I
try
will
and
let
knock
you
her
do
out,
whatever you
Ivor
want.
will like interfere.
Just throwing the option out there. Not saying that that's gonna happen.
I'm not the only one who
Just take
doesn't
a
want to
taxi,
go
too.
back.
We could take a taxi.
I'll drive you, but I don't want to get out. I will lay in the back seat like you suggested.
Nova, you and me, I'll stay with you so you're not by yourself because you're looking to hurt.
I am very hurt.
We drop these two and they attempt to do some recon. Does anyone have any way of communicating?
Don't
I
we all
forget
have
the-
walkie-talkie?
I think
I got
so.
an
I just
internal
like the
agent.
agent has that, right? The agent
Yeah.
lets us do that or something.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
use,
okay, I just wasn't sure.
yeah, you can use a walkie-talkie mode on the agent.
We drop them off. We drive away somewhere we're not going to get found and stand by for a pickup while these two try and attempt some kind of recon. And if things go south,
We leave
we
them.
try and come back to extract them. Whispers, if it's really bad, we can leave them.
You know
I'm
what?
okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'm down with that plan too. Jim, how about you?
And then Clippy can
Let's
join
go.
whichever team they want to join, whether on the extraction or the recon side.
What happened to like the dog that got set on fire?
The dog?
Yeah, like the robot
The dog's
dog.
dead.
It's gonna take a month to fix.
Yes, what happened to your dog? Did you leave them behind at the bar during the
No,
extraction?
it should be in the car with us.
The dog is
I didn't
dead.
see a dog.
I definitely wouldn't have left the dog behind.
No, I know, but didn't that happen when we were inside the bar, or am I remembering wrong?
I thought
No,
it died in
so
the
the
car
dog-
crash.
Yeah, it died in the car crash. Oh,
Okay, yeah,
that's right.
That
I
sounds
didn't-
right. That sounds right.
It just crumpled.
You might want to get a refund on that.
I think it's out of
Right.
warranty.
I'm staring daggers at you.
That's out of warranty. I don't think warranty covers freak accidents and car crashes in pirate
Maybe
ships.
Diva will help me out.
Okay. So you guys want to try to find a remote spot to park the car, drop them off, and try to scout the area out. Right? Is that what I heard? Is in old Japantown. Okay. So roll me. So even though Venus is technically driving, I'm going to be using you as kind of the forefront person. Oh wait, oh, Venus is here. Even better. Even better.
Yes, she can.
Sorry. I'm here.
Take the time.
So
Back.
why don't you guys catch up Venus up to speed real quick?
Things are bad.
They're making us go back.
Oh
Go
no!
to mommy.
We'll go back.
Maybe explain
Like,
it
the
in better
road.
detail, though. Maybe explain it in better detail. That not to go back for combat.
We are going back to, like, what's the word? Scout the place out, I guess?
Investigate.
Stealthily.
Okay, period.
I
I'm here for that.
am waiting in the car with Ivor in case something goes wrong, and Jim and Lee J's character. What was your name again? Sorry. Ty. They are gonna be the ones like checking the place out. So that means that you can stay in the
And
car,
whoever
or
wants
you
to
can,
come with us.
yeah, you can go with them.
Oh boy. Do I want? I will be honest. Oh wait. Oh wait, you can hear me. Sorry, I thought it was muted. I probably don't have
forget
very
we-
good stats right now.
You probably what?
To be like going anywhere. No, but I don't know. I don't think I have like good combat.
Well, right now they're
The
trying to
goal is
avoid,
not,
yeah, avoid
to
combat.
combat.
So right now you guys are
Yeah.
just trying to get intel.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, Emma. I don't mean to talk over you. I'm sorry, baby.
No, it's okay. That's pretty much it. You get to just decide if you want to stay in the car with us and like keep watch, or go out and try to
Okay.
find people.
Baby,
Uh-huh.
I do have bad news for you, by the way.
Why?
Until you do rest, your movement is reduced by half.
Dude. That's okay. I'm just sitting in the car.
I know. I'm just letting you know that you are
Yeah, can you
limping.
rest in the car?
She needs bed rest.
Can I sleep in the back seat?
You need to rest for like you need to rest for like a week.
Oh,
Not only did you
guys.
not only did you go down, you've gone down, like you've taken enough damage to basically go down again. You've been in 2 car crashes, haven't you?
Yeah. And I got like a grenade?
Yeah, so
launched?
you are fucked up. You have a broken leg. So the way we can flavor is that the adrenaline is just kind of, even if it's a cyber leg, even if you have a cyber leg, I don't remember if you have a cyber leg, but you don't have a cyber leg.
I don't remember either.
The adrenaline is just now like leaving your body, and it's just your movement is reduced by half. So you guys have elected to go back to an old Japantown to try to scout out a lookout or a spot to kind of look out for clues or investigate clues to find the HVT, the point of contact, and car bomb. So here's the thing. Who will be looking for the lookout spot, or who will be looking for the destination, essentially? Because you guys are kind of splitting into 2 groups at the start, right? One is the lookout crew, and the other is the find a place to hide the car crew, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going with the lookout crew.
Okay. What'd you say, Mortimer?
Have a scope. Somebody taking the high ground.
So you want to try to look out for like somewhere safe then?
Yeah.
Okay. So since you were
Cover fire from about high up there.
so since you're volunteering, why don't you roll me a luck check then? So,
Ooh,
No,
hammer
no.
me.
you,
Oh no.
Mortimer.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh wait, high is bad for luck checks.
High is
that
bad.
means.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you guys will be driving back to Old Japantown. You guys will hear sirens coming back on the freeway as people are looking and searching for the basically just what happened earlier. Oops, I meant to put you guys here. And at some point, you guys heard an explosion. It seems that combat has started off in the distance, whether Militech went without a fight or the police just immediately started apprehending them. At some point on the radio, you guys, if you guys do have the radio playing, if you guys don't have the radio, if you guys prefer just complete silence, then that's totally fine. I don't know if Venus.
Whoever the driver is.
Yeah.
fine,
I don't know if Venus
Yeah,
is.
the radio's on.
Sure. At some
Yeah.
point, you would get an ad for an upcoming announcement for a night at the opera in the University District. Yeah. It seems that a lot of people were pretty excited about this. And there's been word about a lot of kidnappings in the University District as well. So if you are going to the opera, to be safe and to keep an eye out, and to make sure to report anything that you see to campus security or any suspicious happenings. But other than that, nothing really alarming seems to come to the radio. Nothing that seems to return back to you guys, at least. You guys do hear about Biotechnica and how they recently appointed a new vice president of research and development. But other than that, recent up and coming idol Kiko has switched talent agencies from Christian Neal Incorporated to Gleason Incorporated.
Evor's a huge fan, so he clocks that.
Okay. Yeah, she has switched agencies, and you wouldn't really know who Gleason is. That's a new name for you. He's never been in the talent industry.
Her name's Glees.
Yeah, that's a new name for you, Ivor. So you would definitely keep an eye on that even if you're a fan of Riku Latsune, you know. But things in Night City seem to be at a pretty calm pace for now. Besides the bombing that just happened a few moments ago. I mean, that's pretty typical in Night City. You guys are right next to a radioactive hot zone. That's, another Tuesday night. You guys come back to Old Japantown and the lights are out nearby. It seems that most businesses have closed after the shooting, which is pretty normal. Nobody really wants to keep shop open. It's bad for business after guns have gone off and, two
Wait,
car crashes.
Was it our shooting?
Was it what?
You're talking. Was it the shooting that we started?
Yeah, the shooting that started about 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Ellipsy.
So Mortimer, you're keeping an eye out. The radio is a bit distracting. It's a bit loud too at this point. You don't really see anyone around at this time of night. You see a few thugs, a few mooks on the street, but none that really resemble Militech regalia, at least, or Militech insignias. And you see a alleyway next to a donut shop that um, you think looks pretty safe, and you kind of signal to Venus like, hey, that spot might be okay. Between that donut shop and the laundry shop, right next to each other.
What about the night vision?
What
What does that say?
The night vision? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the infrared night vision scope.
Yeah. So if you do peek down that alley, you'll see that there's a bit of a seedy back alley deal happening. At the end of the alley, it's a bit dark, but you can spot that there's two people at the like far end of that alley as you guys are kind of driving in. They don't really look or pay any mind to you, as long as you guys aren't brandishing any chrome or any metal towards them. They don't really care what you guys are doing. You're not wearing badges either, so they have no interest in what you guys are doing in that alley. What was that?
Oh, that was just me coughing.
Don't be afraid to type if you need to, Vale. I remember you saying your throat was sore, so it's totally okay if you do. Yeah, don't be afraid to. But yeah, so at the end of the alley, it's they're minding their own business. As long as you mind your business, they don't really seem to care. You'll watch as one of them passes the other a syringe, and the other passes them kind of an Eddie chip, and they'll quickly mosey on out their own way. It's a bit of a tight alley. If you guys do open the car doors, then you guys won't have much room to get out, but it's enough to just squeeze out. I'll say you guys are about 2 blocks away from the bar or where the original altercation happened.
Is it possible I could roll tracking?
Yes, absolutely. Roll
Some
this.
sort of investigation.
So what? Tell me what your intent here is.
Oh. To see if I can find a trail, or more so think like if I were Carbomb, the apothecary and the VIP, where would I go in this neighborhood? Like what type of
Okay.
place would I look for?
So you're trying to put yourself in their
Deduction?
shoes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say deduction would be your best bet then. I would say deduction would be really good here because you're putting yourself in their
Bootlegged
shoes.
Piece of crap.
Is there anything else that anyone would like to chip in or say or contribute?
What would Billy do?
Anybody else looking around?
Are you asking me or are you asking the others?
Everyone.
Okay. I'll resolve your roll once other people pitch in as well, or say if they want to pitch in. Lee J.
Okay.
Mm.
100 eddies on black.
Okay. If only you put that anything else.
I hate you.
What are we doing?
Did you step away?
Yeah, I had to do something with the kittens real quick.
Ty, why don't you catch them up real quick?
So I'm trying to figure out where the VIP car bomb, etc. Where they might go and hide, or what path they might have traveled when exiting and leaving the bar area. As the DM put myself in their shoes.
That's how Ty is trying to do it for now. So I was asking others if they had anything they wanted to contribute or communicate or discuss real quick. So right now you guys are all in the car, probably maybe a couple car doors open before you guys step out.
Do we all have each other's number? Like on our agent?
You guys would at least be in a group chat mandated by the
Okay.
company. Mm-hmm.
So we know for sure that they weren't in the bar that we went into initially. And they said to look around there, like when they gave us the mission, or did they say that they were supposed to be in the bar? Sorry, I forgot.
At one point, they were at the bar until you guys got there. So that was their last known location until the beacon went off. So when the
if
beacon,
we didn't see them,
go ahead.
if we didn't see them in the front when we like first got there and like ran into the front of the building, they probably would have gone up back. Because then, if we didn't see them in the front, then they had to have left somewhere else. So maybe there's like a back entrance.
Ty also went through the back exit as well when you guys split up. Just as a reminder.
Oh,
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had this.
So I got
What? Not a phone, data pad. No, that's
Mhm.
Star Wars. What is it called? A chip?
You have a spare agent.
Yeah, I have this agent that I found.
Mm-hmm. And you guys haven't had time
Do
to
we
break
have
into it.
Netrunner?
You guys
Yeah.
do, but I don't think they have yeah, they don't have a deck
Debug.
crasher. Yeah. They don't have a deck crasher on them right now. So they would have to go back to HQ to break into that one.
You can't just do some regular hacky stuff.
I'm
You
in.
can't. And all you have to do is just brute force a password.
No, it looks like you need a breacher specifically. Yeah, because All About Agents covers it. I forgot about that. Yeah, because I know Charles really wanted to start hacking people's agents.
What if I
Yeah,
EMP
he-
it?
Yeah, he had your agent. I forgot about that. Yeah. What was that? Mortimer. Sorry.
Oh, EMP it.
It would just disable it.
Let's shut it down.
Yeah.
That wouldn't help us any.
It's only temporary.
But it won't let us access it. Is an agent like a cell phone or is it something different? The reason I'm asking is there like a home screen on it or a lock screen? Do we see a face, picture, any details, anything that we can learn from it?
They're about as close to a cell phone as you can get, or a smartphone as you can get.
So is there anything on the home screen that can show us details of the owner? Do they have like the emergency information, like health information or anything like that?
If you do kind of try to tap at the agent, you'll see a picture of a guy in a lab coat and a black German Shepherd, like a synth German Shepherd shaped cyber dog or cyber mastiff.
Everything reminds me of her.
Is this figure familiar to me by any chance, basing off the lab coat?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a. Go ahead and roll me a. local expert real quick. And you can add complementary skill.
What does complementary skill mean?
Basically, because since you're a med tech and this person is also a med tech, since they work in your field, sorry, I'm trying to find the words to explain this better. Since they work in your field, you kind of get a bit of an advantage in this. It's the equivalent of like in D&D, like, oh, so, this is of like elvish background, so you get an advantage on like a history check for this.
Okay, but like mechanically, what am I doing for that?
Oh, so press local expert, and then when it says show more, or hold on, let me do it with you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Complementary skill. Okay, I see.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
That's not bad. Yeah, this would be the apothecary, and it's cybermastiff. Um, Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Some people know this dog as Elixir. He's dubbed this cyber dog as Elixir. That's the name of it. Though you roll pretty high on this, so I'll give you a bit more knowledge on this. Are you? It's been a bit since we played. I need to remind myself of our role. With your fixer background as well, you know even better though that someone who would use a password like this, they might use it with leet speak.
Okay.
Or they might use like bit or binary for it. So you might suggest to Ty that the dog's password, or the dog as the password, but a bit coded.
Okay. I'm gonna say, could I see that agent for a second?
I hand it over.
Sure, go for it.
I guess.
I essentially relay based off the picture everything you just told me to everyone else. This is the apothecary. This is one of the people we're looking for. And then could I try first in binary, then in leet, and if other alternatives come to mind, as long as there isn't a like this many attempts before you're locked out.
So there is a limited.
That comes up.
So there is a limited amount of attempts. So what I will allow you to do is you can make an electronic security tech check here. Or you can try to share this information with someone you feel might be better at this, and try to.
I would share that with someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say I have an idea of what the password might be, but if someone a little bit better than me could attempt to get into this thing, I might be able to help.
So you are below average in the electronics security tech type skills.
Yeah.
Still got me, but I have a quick question.
Yes, go for it.
Is there like social media? Does he have like maybe the guy we're looking for like a Snapchat and like I don't know. Is that like a thing? Like would they be updating like some kind of
yeah,
social media being like, hey guys, here I am.
Yeah, there is social media in the Time of the Red and Night City. It would be called the Garden Patch.
Would he be able to post if he doesn't have a phone?
He would not be able to post right now. You guys have his phone right now.
Oh, never mind. Jesus.
No. That's a great idea. It was
a good idea.
Yeah, it was a great question.
I mean, could you try and just like you would be good with social media, right? Maybe you would be able to like other people potentially because they're a in certain circles a known person kind of thing. But I guess they're not like
Yeah.
famous, right? So maybe not.
They're known, but they're not identified. If that makes sense.
That I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
What
kind
about
of.
the apothecary?
What about them exactly?
Is that the same person? I thought there's
Yeah.
two people, right?
This is the apothecary that we're talking about.
But Car Bomb was the other person we need to find, and they're like what proper known,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Can we look up hashtags of like car bomb
Yeah.
sightings?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a totally great idea. But before we move on, I would like to just nudge because I feel like people might be a little bit shy or they might not know this. Let me just verify this. But Mortimer and Nova are both a bit above average when it comes to electronics and security tech. They are both equally above average.
Yes.
We currently driving or are we parked? I forget.
You guys are currently in the car.
But like not actively moving?
No, it's just parked. And Venus is the driver, anyways.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that, Anthony?
I hand
What's needed?
I hand over the agent along with my knowledge and be like, Jesus.
Okay.
Did I get anything from my role? The production role, by the way.
Yeah, so let me get to that in just a moment.
Never mind, this man cracked the code. Literally. That's the second 10 you've rolled too, or the third.
That's not just a 10, that's a 20.
Yeah,
That's the second 20 you've rolled. Your third 10.
let's go gambling.
Yeah, go buy a lottery ticket.
I feel like the luck roll should be the gambling roll instead.
Okay,
Where she
yeah.
used luck.
So you're able to get the password on your first try. I'll just tell you that right now.
Password.
The password was just elixir, but with a 3 at the start. Yeah, on your first try, you just kind of have a hunch, like, you know, he doesn't really seem like he would be that complicated. It was a really good roll. I'm happy for you, buddy.
His whole plan changed in the
No. This is actually really good. So.
Oh, wait. He has Car Bomb's number, right? Oh, perfect. We can just call him.
So there's a few things that to resolve. So as you're going through this phone, it doesn't matter who's going through it. I guess as you guys are huddled around going through it, as you guys are also searching hashtag car bomb or checking car bomb social medias, which if any of you are a fan of car bomb or know of any of relevant car bomb social medias, for example, carbombfucks.com or datapool, you know, or his record labels, they'll probably have like a direct repository to his data pool. You'll see someone hashtag I just got punched by car bomb in old Japantown, hashtag 30 minutes ago. And yeah, and you'll see that there's a few influx of tweets, or not tweets, but I had to find the exact name of what they used. This. Fuck.
Looking at their social media, sorry. Stick it up for a second.
For Car Bomb social media, yeah.
Period.
The Garden app, that's what it's called. Yeah, the Garden app and Ziggurat. So if you look for people who are kind of like quoting at if you look for people who are kind of mentioning Car Bomb in their garden patches, someone mentioned that, yeah, I got pudged by Car Bomb. Like, this is experience of a lifetime. And it was like 30 minutes ago in Old Japantown. Someone mentioned, like, I think I just saw Car Bomb running down Kawaii Street. And this was about 15 minutes ago. As for the phone that you guys just unlocked, I guess I'll say that Mortimer and Ty and Evo are looking through this, and Nova and Clippy and Venus are looking through the social media. But you three would find that the apothecary has tried to call Car Bomb a few times in the last hour, and it seems like they got no success at all. And they texted Diva and then Juniper, hey, I need help immediately. The person that you sent me, or the person that got sent to me was hot. Which for anyone,
What does that mean?
which basically means that they were being watched. Which means that like they were being followed.
Okay.
And so how deep are you willing to scrub through this, Mortimer?
Not in any immediate danger. I just keep going through it.
Okay, so you're learning that this is the apothecary is very obviously a Ripper Doc who was sent a person who is very close to cyberpsychosis and is a defect from Biotechnica. They defected from Biotechnica. They were under contract. They sold their soul to Biotechnica. What's that?
Or SAP.
Yeah, and they have not resolved their contract. And Biotechnica does not pay kindly to people who do not pay or fulfill their contracts. So it seems that Militech is being used to ensure that either this property is either seized or destroyed.
Relation to each other.
The apothecary,
The Militech and Biotechnica.
Militech usually just accepts any contracts that pay well. So these are, yeah.
High grade contract. Okay.
But at the same time, this contact also has sensitive data that would be very important to Diva, as they have. So there is a. So if you're continuing to scrub further into this, there is a very high value hover bike race that is coming up, and it seems that there's both Biotechnica and Arasaka blueprints that this person is carrying, as well as both executive data that they are carrying.
This idiot's not making any friends. Holy shit.
Yeah. So this person is extremely hot. Yeah. So this person is extremely hot. So they're enemies with Biotechnica, Arasaka, and Militech right now.
Let's just prepare his tombstone.
Now, for those of you that are not the most familiar with cyberpunk lore, Arasaka is probably one of the most dangerous companies or corporations that you could make an enemy of. They are one of the most devastating weapons manufacturers and research and development and tech companies that you can fuck with around the world. And they are currently banned in Night City at the current time. But despite them being banned, they still have heavy political and diplomatic influence in the city because they are that afraid of them. So it is worth knowing that being an enemy of Arasaka, despite them being banned in the city, is not a good thing. So this person is extremely hot. And the longer that they are
And
out
you
on the
said
street...
this
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
You said
you're...
this was the one that the apothecary was taking care of?
Correct, the HVT.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely... Your questions are valid. So you'll get that data. So this person is extremely valuable. And with that knowledge, like Mortimer, and any fixer here would immediately know that any corporation would probably pay top dollar for this person. Probably including Diva, which is why that you guys have been sent to go save this person. Because this guy has prototype data and executive data all in one body. And then the apothecary is just a valued asset, and then a car bomb is just one of Diva's closest friends. But it seems that car bomb and the apothecary lost contact within the last hour. Venus, as you're kind of checking the data pool and refreshing things, you'll get another tweet that says, I think I just saw a car bomb steal a car on Del Coronado. And then there will be a very low res footage of a very burlesque Irishman ripping a car door off, and then a poor passenger inside of it, and ripping out their Neuralink, and then taking the car and driving off with it.
Damn.
What was it?
What was the car?
What kind of car? Yeah.
Oh. I mean, that too. That's a good question. I was more so talking in character. Unless you're relaying this information.
That is a great question. It was a...
What was the
he
name of
with
the street?
anybody? Oh, sorry. Del Coronado?
Where
I can't
is that?
find that on the map. Is that this one that's underneath all of the labels, or is that something else?
It's right here. It's heading... It's leaving old Japantown and heading towards Lower China.
Got it.
My character should know. Where is it?
Well,
This
if he
big
was
yellow line.
on Kauai Street and then he went to Del Coronado, he must be heading out of Old Japantown then. That would make sense.
Yes.
So we probably want to go out, like, north east on Del Coronado.
Well, so correct me if I'm wrong. We also want to get the apothecary, and I believe the original priority was to get the apothecary and then car bomb, because car bomb is hot. So once we pick him up, that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to get the apothecary.
I thought the goal was to get the high value target first. The assumption was that they were all just together.
Isn't the high value target the apothecary, or am I conflating the two?
They're two different people.
So the HVT is the Biotechnica contact. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the HVT is the biotechnical defect. I can understand it being a little bit confusing. That's totally valid. But it is safest to assume that the apothecary would want to try to stay close to the HVT.
But the video didn't have Carbon with anybody, it was just him by himself.
As far as you could tell, yes. He just ripped off the car door, ripped out the passenger, and their Neuralink.
You need some milk.
It might be that car bombs went off to like throw off the trail of people falling after them.
I got a question. Can
Yes.
you look for an app simulator Find My Devices? See if he has his agent connected to any of his cyberware. We can track him like that.
Yeah, ping his location.
If not, too, we can also find the person that he threw out of the car. I'm sure there's going to be somebody on the side of the road with the neural link.
Maybe he's not dead already.
About to say, Neuralink getting pulled out. That sounds painful.
Oh,
That's fine.
well,
It's
there'll be
just
a dead body
lobotomized
then,
now.
at least. Some dead guy on the side of the road.
It's Night City. You get used to it. So is that something that we can do?
I'm checking.
Oh.
I'm checking if that's a thing. Because that's an interesting idea. Here we go. Cell phone tracking in Cyberpunk. It looks like the frequencies. It doesn't look like you would be able to do this reverse.
What do you mean?
Using the agent to find the owner, or rather the other way around.
Well, I figured like the agent would be connected to some of his cyberware, so we'd be able to track his cyberware, not necessarily him specifically.
Let's see. I'm trying to see anything that might help with this, because there could be something. Could be something. You know what? Actually, I have an idea. You know what? It's not the original idea, but I can flavor it as it's adjacent to the original idea. How many medtechs do you have? One, right?
I believe so.
And you have a fixer too, even better. Yeah, a medtech fixer, even better. What you can do is, Evor, you can scan the agent and the serial that would be attached to the owner, and then you could try to find cyberware that links to the owner's serial. So if they're nearby, it would ping as the same serial as the agent.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Let me
What do
see.
I need to do to actually do it though?
I know someone has a tech scanner in the party. I just can't find out. I just can't remember who. You'll need to borrow someone's tech scanner in the party. Is it Mortimer that has it? Does no one have a tech
I
scanner?
have one.
Do you have one? Is it built
do.
in? Is that why I can't find it?
It says it's in my cyber arm.
That's why I can't find it. Okay. Okay. So you can scan the agent for Ivor. You can share the details out for him, kind of like in a readout. And then they can compare it to. So most likely they've put their like medical details in it at some point, right? Because they're a med tech, right? So their biosignature would be in it at some point, and then you can cross-reference that. And so as you continue the investigation, if you find this person, you will be able to ping them. So now you have their data signature, Ivor, and you can
Okay.
use it as a like a an area scan, kind of like think of it as like detect good and evil,
Okay.
but through walls.
Yeah. Cause tech.
Yeah.
So
Magic.
I ping, and then what do I get back?
So for now, it doesn't seem like they are within radius. But as you continue the investigation, you will
What
keep
is
their.
radius?
I was just about to ask that. Yeah.
That was
Uh,
also on the tip of my
that is a
tongue.
great question. I will be using. That is a great question. No, that is a really good question. I will have to use a Netrunner's radius for this example.
This man flying by wire.
I'm making it work. I'm making it
Why don't
work.
we just go to the original location, or last location.
Also, Nova's the one doing the actual pinging, right? Because it's her.
No,
I'm just
she
providing the
she
serial?
copied the data for you.
Okay,
She provided the serial for you.
got it. Okay.
Nova,
Cereal.
do you mind if you start driving? Now that we got
Venus
a
is the
little bit
driver.
more information. Venus, do you mind if you start driving?
Yeah, we can.
That
I'm
way-
gonna say
I'll let you know
Venus
once I
says-
get a response.
in character, Venus says, "Everybody, put your seatbelts on, please. Buckle up. Click it or
Put your
click
seats in the upright position.
it."
Buckling up.
I
All
don't put on
arms
my
and
seatbelt.
legs in the vehicle at all times. Venus does not drive until everyone has their seatbelt on, so you better put it on.
If I go out, I'm going
don't
out
think
like
anywhere.
a princess.
I put on a seatbelt.
Oh, what happened to my roll?
So you do still want to try to deduct it? I wasn't sure if you changed your mind.
As far as, well, I'm not going out on my feet, but it still might help as far as where we can go to find the HVT in them.
So combining everything that you got and knowing what you know, so most likely the apothecary would probably take the HVT and try to split away from car bomb, right? You're not really familiar. Well, roll me a local expert real quick, 'cause I'm not sure how familiar you are with.
I'm not familiar. You are well correct with that.
At least with old Japan town.
I am pretty familiar.
Okay, then you would know that they would want to stray a bit away from old Japantown and start heading towards the Glen at least. Maybe they didn't make it to the Glen though, and they would definitely stray away from the old combat zone for obvious reasons. For anyone that doesn't know, it is still a hot zone, which means that people are still fighting to this day there. There is still gang activity. And if Carbomb went to the northeast and he is trying to draw attention away from the two, then that means that they had to go the opposite way or they hunker down somewhere nearby.
Venus, start headed west, southwest west, and Ivor, start pinging
Do we
those
have our seatbelt
towers
on?
or whatever.
Yes, all seatbelts are on.
Just double checking. So we're all good that we're driving southwest.
Yep.
Is it southwest west or west southwest? I don't know which one
What?
to top term.
I'm gonna
you
pee real
wanna
quick.
go
You guys go ahead
more
and discuss real
west
quick.
towards south of risk. Head toward the Glen. That's all I'm saying.
Do we know like which street we should be looking for, or just like driving in and out?
We don't have a street. We just know that they aren't, or it's likely that they're not around here anymore.
Didn't you say northeast?
Right.
Northeast of where
Northeast is
car
for
bomb is
car bomb.
going, but it's likely that they separated. I mean, let's be for real. Car bomb is a pretty known figure. If they travel with him, then they're probably gonna get caught. I mean, we're able to
And
find out where he was.
He's probably gone by now though, because if he that was 15 minutes ago.
I
That
thought
update and he
that
got a
just
car.
happened.
No.
The 15 minutes ago was the guy who got punched.
Well, he's in a car now, so he's probably not gonna be around where he was for very long. Anyway. So we should probably go south.
For all we know, he might just
What?
be like driving back to Diva by Diva.
Alright, I'll start driving southwest on Pacific Boulevard.
We want to head toward the Glen, so let's go on
Maybe
Sinky
going
One,
to...
Sinky One
Okay.
Street, and then go south or take a left on. I don't want to say that. Assy.
on Assy Street.
I know there's
Okay.
more to the
Yep.
name. There has to be more.
We start driving that way now.
A classy name.
Assy?
SE Street.
Assy.
A Thassy.
There we go.
Big Assy Street.
Oh, that looks a little
Badassy
bit
street.
narrow.
Flat butts matter. Or flat streets matter.
So at some point on your drive, as you guys are driving through Sinky One, you will get a ping over on the consulate row, and it doesn't seem to be moving. Yeah.
Oh, it
You-
already is.
Quick, take a left. Assy Street.
Okay. I turn onto Assy Street.
All my homies love Assy Street.
Ew.
Is it which side of the Consulate Row is it? Like left or right from here?
It seems to be coming from the left side. It seems to be coming from a nearby store, which, mind you, it's completely black inside the store itself. And it's, as you kind of like look inside, or as you peer upon it, it is a furniture shop. But the door wide open, completely black. There's no lights. There's seems to be nobody like walking around. It seems that this is the only store itself that's completely closed as well, despite the door being open. But all signs point that you're getting a biosignature or a bioping from this location, and you're pretty confident about it because it's almost sonar like.
How
Stop the car!
far
Stop the car!
How far into the building is that ping as well?
Mm,
Like far back corner? Like is it up a few floors or is it like ground floor? Do we know that even?
it's a little bit deep into the shop. you can't get a read of maybe height, but you can get a read of depth. So yeah, it's a bit deeper into the shop. It's not like you walk in and you see it. Um, but you can tell that like if you do walk into the shop, you'll be looking around quite like at least a little bit.
Okay, so a park.
Okay.
Are we parking in front of the store?
Is there a parking lot in front?
Uh, you know,
Is it like a strip mall type beat, or is it one of those street parking areas? Or
it's a really good question actually.
no stopping, no standing? Yeah, as long as we put on the blinkers, we're fine.
What are my hazards?
It looks like it's just public parking mostly. So just park, yeah, just park as you normally would in the main cities.
Okay,
Well,
I
like
park.
get out of the car because I didn't have my seatbelt on.
I roll my eyes.
If no one's gonna follow, I'm just gonna walk to the door. I'm gonna kick it in, and I'm
Sorry.
gonna shout,
Bro.
"Congratulations! You're being rescued. Please do not resist."
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Uh,
keep
He
the car
starts getting
running.
shot at. Drive without him.
So the car's still on and yeah, we're waiting.
So what is everyone else doing as he's kind of marching upwards to the shop in the glen?
I mean, I promised Nova I wouldn't leave her alone, so I assume she's staying in the car and I'm staying with.
Okay. Uh,
What unique signatures do I see inside? Does a scope not work like that?
yours, I believe, does not see through walls. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I don't believe you upgraded it to see through walls yet. Because you and Tana talked about wanting to see through walls, but that's a tech upgrade that you need to invest in at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can do that eventually. You just hold on, wait. Yeah, eventually you would need to invest in that. Okay. But from what you can tell from the door, from the windows and the door wide open, you don't see any heat signatures at all. The interior of the place is actually completely blue as well, which indicates that it's been deserted for a while. There's no heat maps or heat signatures at all, if that helps at all or gives you any idea. And as Ty kind of storms in and makes his boisterous entrance, yeah, you're greeted by no one, Ty. There's nobody in here. And your voice just kind of echoes in this empty furniture store. There's the only thing that is here is you and a litter of furniture that seems to have been thrown around, but most of it's still intact. It just seems to have been shuffled around and hastily moved.
Let's go gambling.
Okay.
Do I see any prints or footsteps, any signs of movement where they might have went to or where they might be hiding?
So Mortimer, I assume you're coming in behind him as he's kind of like looking around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll kind of
Standing around.
yeah, you'll kind of hunker down a little bit, and the rest of your group they'll watch behind you. They'll kind of have your back. They'll see if anyone comes up behind you as well. As you stealthily kind of come in behind Ty. Ty, at first you'll assume that you're alone until you notice Mortimer's presence inside the shop. But for a brief moment, there doesn't seem to be a trace of anything until you start to get a little bit deeper into the shop and you see that there's a few deep hand marks on a few of the tables, as someone seems to have imprinted their cyber hand to try to grip and grab or move things around. Though you're not able to see or ascertain why. And as you're kind of following the litter of furniture that seems to be moved around, you move to the back counter. And you will find what looks to be a severed cyber arm on the floor.
What the actual heck?
And it's not a clean sever either. You can see the nerves, or the nerve endings at least.
Does it look like it was like some sort of battle that happened, or
It looks like it was either. It looks like it was either.
afflicted?
I wouldn't say self-inflicted, but it does look like someone either ripped it off or someone either smashed it off. It wasn't a clean cut at all.
Well, that was a dead end.
Is that what we're pinging?
Ty, are you touching it at all, or do you like grab it at all?
I'll probably pick it up.
Then Ivor, you will note that it does move.
I will call them.
Okay.
Or call somebody. Actually, I'll call Venus and hope that she puts it on speaker or on car mode or whatever.
Sure.
We seem to have found the. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. So at some point, Venus, as you watch Mortimer go in, you'll see everything that's happening. Then they'll disappear into the black. You'll get a phone call, and Ivor, you would have got notification that the ping that you were tracking would have kind of moved a little bit. But Venus, as long as you're okay with it,
Yeah.
then yeah, you can kind of share the call with everyone.
Yep, it's on speaker.
It appears that our friend, the apothecary, might have lost an arm. There's no sign of him, at least not that I see just yet.
Is
I'm gonna
he
keep on looking around.
stable? Is he in danger?
No, he's gonna need a hand once we find him.
Oh,
But
you
as of right-
found the hand.
Yeah. Right now, we're arm in arm.
And I assume that that's the serial ID that I've been pinging.
I
Yeah.
wave it around frantically, unhuman-like.
Yeah, it is still. It starts moving a bit frantically.
Yep, that is the serial that I've been pinging.
Can I roll another tracking, or
You can. Yeah, you can try.
I see it.
I hand it to Mortimer?
What do I roll
I hate my
for
life.
analyzing this? Damn.
So if you want to, what are you trying to understand?
I'll currently see what bugs are on it, if any.
What bugs?
Yeah.
like
Or,
Go ahead.
yeah, any trackers or anything.
So when you say bugs, are you trying to understand if like someone, like if the apothecary left or is tracking it himself, or
What else besides just being a cyber is this? Is there any doodads in here?
okay, so you want to know what's in it? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll me cyber tech then. And you have, I think you have. Did you roll bad? You did roll bad. You did. You did roll bad. You can try again in an hour. You soft lock the arm. You soft lock the arm. Yeah, it seals for now.
Was I able to see if there was a tracker in there or anything? Pull it out, or is it just all locked up now?
So you're asking if he could track, like if he could track his own arm? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, he was pinged to this arm. Is there anything else besides just that? Like shut it off or rip it out?
So I want to give Ivor a little bit of help here, but this isn't the only cyberware that the apothecary has. I do want to make that very clear.
But it's the only one that we've gotten a response for so far, right?
For now, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
around for anything else.
Yeah. So for now, it's just the only thing that's pung back. So that's just where it's led you to. So in terms of tracking, you guys are using local low band data based off of what you already have. If I'm understanding, go ahead.
Were we able to figure out the ping radius yet? I forget.
I kind of just went off of narrative, but
Okay.
I kind of just went off of narrative of what fit. So just because I wanted, just because I wanted you guys to not be punished and have a chance to keep going forward.
I was mostly just curious because the only thing I can think of is to just continue driving and pinging to hopefully find other parts that are hopefully still attached to the apothecary.
I can get a. Go ahead.
I think if anything, can we get an approximation of like how many streets over it pings? Is it just 1 street, 2 street? That way we can log out where we need to travel.
Sure. I would say at most it would probably ping 1 street away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a block,
we should start driving again.
Did mine or Jem's roll affect any sort of tracking?
You're not able to pick up on anything. But Mortimer, with your 14, if he was wounded, because this is very obviously not self-inflicted, and it doesn't look fresh either. It does not look very fresh. And based off of what you guys saw at Militech and what happened earlier, it seems like they had time to kind of set up camp over there. So a little bit of time has passed at this point. So you guys have arrived a bit late. So you guys are fighting against the clock now.
Oh boy.
So the question is,
There's no drops of blood or anything? If
there was blood and there were nerve endings, but they have dried out a bit. Not like, oh, they're brown, right? But it's not a puddle of blood anymore.
No, more so like if he tore off his arm, he should still be bleeding, or at least there should be
Fluid, yeah.
blood drops. Yeah, like
Yeah.
in the direction of where they traveled to.
They would have traveled back through the front door, but it seems to stop at the front door. So either whoever was with them helped them, or they would have tied it up at the front door, or whatever. And as you're kind of looking around, like, this area is pretty empty, but it's also pretty clean. Like, it's pretty decent.
Gotcha. Well then, yeah, I head back to the ship.
Okay.
Near the vehicle.
Okay.
So we
Are
should
you-
just start driving around then?
Are you bringing the arm back with you, Mortimer? Or are you leaving the arm behind?
That was also one of the checks to see if it's being tracked or anything. Besides just what we've got.
Right now you can't check that. You would have to check again in an hour. Or have someone else check it. Yeah.
It's not worth the risk then, because I don't know.
If it is being tracked, then it would be tracked by the apothecary. Unless you're asking if it was bugged by the person that attacked the apothecary.
Yeah, bug, any explosives or anything like that.
Gotcha. Then okay, then that would be a different check. Okay. No, that's a different check then. So that's different intent. I see. Okay. If you want to do that, then that would be a electronic security check. Damn, you were ready for that too. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be hot. This arm does not seem to be hot, at least by external sources. Damn, you were waiting for that. Yeah, it seems to be untampered with, at least by external sources.
We have to pop it open to check the internals if it has any kind of explosive or something, right?
No, you'd be able to tell if it was like pried open or anything. Yeah, if it was like modified, because that would mean that like in the last hour, someone would have to have quickly modified it with a bomb, and doesn't matter how good you are, right? As a tech,
Yeah.
like it would be a sloppy job to arm a bomb on the arm in the last like not even an hour, like 30 to 15 minutes ish, right? Maybe 45 minutes at best. Right? So,
Says the group found an arm. Just do we leave it? Do we take it? I'm probably just gonna
We
leave
should
it.
take it.
I vote ticket. But if he can track it, then he could find us looking for him and he can hide better.
okay.
I don't know anymore.
I guess we're taking it, but
Okay.
does anybody got aluminum foil?
Are you trying to fucking fart and cage it?
Yes.
There's probably some on the ship, I'm sure.
Sure, there could be some on the fucking ship. If you want to
We got
build a
everything,
fucking,
shoot.
if you want to fucking make a homemade Faraday cage for
Hey, you
this.
can never be too sure.
Oh my god, are you gonna start making a tinfoil hat too?
I guess.
The 5G bands, man, they're fucking with your brain. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do next?
Those leads we have.
For now, yeah. It's a so you guys are fighting a little bit against the clock, and you guys did get screwed over because again, like certain things didn't go the best, right? So it's okay if you feel a bit lost, and it's okay to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Could we like start with the lead that we've got, like with car bomb? I know we're supposed to get the apothecary first, but at least like we know somewhat where he is.
Yeah, get something.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any comments about that or thoughts about that?
I didn't quite catch that.
Blah, 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 blah.
What did you say?
Do you want to repeat that, Phineas?
Tactics rolls is.
I'll
So,
address
like,
that in a
we've already
moment.
got,
Go ahead, Lauren. I'm sorry.
sorry, no, it's okay. I was just saying that we've already got like information about Carbomb. Like we kind of know his general location. I mean, some time has passed now, but we know that he was most likely going away from Japantown in a stolen car. So, I mean, is there like police scanners? Can we like tune into the police scanners on the radio and maybe they have like information about a stolen car?
Right now, the police are looking for you guys. Remember, you guys blew up a car on a bridge. So,
Well, at least it's something. We like know where he is, kind of.
so I will say this though. You guys can use the police. Do you guys have a lawman actually? Because you guys might not have a police scanner. If not, hold on. That was Ty the lawman. You do. Okay. So yeah. So
I am a lawman.
so they yeah. So you guys do have some police interference to a degree. So while you guys are doing this investigation, Ty would be able to at least tap into police frequencies here and there to kind of keep an eye out for how close the police are to maybe like revisiting where you guys currently are, right? And police aren't hot on your trail yet, right? So I will say that you at least have that benefit of the police scanner. So you guys do have that merit that like, hey, the police are still looking for you guys. They haven't forgot about the 6 to 8 Militech soldiers that you just blew up on a bridge about 15 minutes ago. Well, 30 minutes ago now.
I guess I'll scan for police frequencies and gather updates.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll keep that in mind.
Thought I was just a lawman in name only.
Even if you are a lawman just by license, you can still at least tap into police frequencies. You have your own connection to it. You just don't want to talk on the frequency for obvious reasons. Yeah. For example, John Warframe is not a police officer, but he does have a lot of adjacent police resources.
I see.
A lot of people think he's a police officer though. But I will keep that in mind. Okay. All right, so you guys might go towards car bomb then. Okay.
I think that's what we should do.
Oh, we aren't gonna keep on trying to travel around the block and ping for another
So I think
cyberware.
we will talk about this. So I did say that we would have a bit of a short session this week. It looks like we have a few people who are tired and not feeling well. I know Vale is dealing with a sore throat. It looks like M is also hanging on by a thread. She just messaged me. And Anthony is also tired as well.
No,
So
I'm going.
So today I just wanted to have at least session, even if it was short, just so we start having sessions again and just so we get the ball rolling. I know Lauren, you came late, so I apologize that for you it was like super fucking short. But I do want to start having sessions at least every week and hopefully continuing forward. Even if we have like one person missing or another person missing, and I'll just like communicate with that person what they want happening with their character, going forward, just to make sure that the ball keeps rolling. Because I don't think we didn't have a session for a month because of just scheduling issues. So it's been pretty rough with this group specifically, and I know everyone has their own like lives and scheduling, so don't feel bad about it. Nobody should at all. But since people are a bit low energy today and people obviously are not the most well rested, I think we will pause there and we will pick up next week. So we will decide if we want to continue scanning or if we will follow the lead towards car bomb. Because I do think M could also help Ivor with the pinging, but if she's not fully here, then that does gimp the investigation a little bit. And Clippy could also help a lot as well.
I brought the arrows and everything, and they're not being used.
Yeah, so I wanna give people a chance next week. So hopefully people will be more rested next week. It's partially my fault that M wasn't rested. We were doing a really rough night raiding hunt right before session, so we killed the second boss, so it was really cool. Really happy about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good.
We killed the gaping jaw. I know, it's such a weird fucking day, right?
The gaper.
But if anyone's played Dark Souls 1, I think you know who that is. But yeah, I do want to give M and Vale a fighting chance next week because I do think they could really help with the investigation. So,
if they die, they die.
Fuck.
You need this interface. I got this. I can hack.
I can like give like a USB link to what's Shazard's cyberpunk name? And like give him all my skills and then combust.
I put a Wi-Fi shard in, and now I have the power for Clippy.
Thumbs up. Double thumbs up.
Every time you make a grammatical error, Clippy just comes up. Or you mispronounce the word. Did you mean? Oh, that was a fun session.
Yeah. I am sorry it was short. I just wanted to at least get the ball rolling. I do like to do like session I do like to do session resets whenever like a long break in a campaign happens. So yeah. But thank you all for coming. I know it's been rough, like trying to get a session to happen. So I'm hoping that starting this week and going forward, it will be consistent, or at least more consistent, right? And Lauren, M has mentioned a couple times that you wanted to invite your boyfriend to watch. Did you still want to?
Oh yeah. He would definitely be interested. It's just on Wednesdays it's like the timing of it
That's okay.
depends because he does work on Wednesdays and then in the morning Thursdays. So
That's okay.
but yeah, maybe sometime.
Okay, that's okay. I just figure I at least bring it up so that way you know it's okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And maybe like in the future, if we ever do something again, I think he might be interested in playing too.
Yeah, I think M mentioned that as well. So yeah, absolutely. I'm always excited to meet new and eager players.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, everyone enjoy your Wednesday. For those of you that weren't rested, get your fucking rest. Veil, heal your fucking throat.
Get some tea with some honey,
Yeah. Honey
a
tea,
hint of lemon,
some
and
mint,
some
peppermint.
apple vinegar.
I'm not used to running session every day because now my throat's hurting.
I could fix that for you, BB.
Yeah, you're gonna make me honey tea.
Of course. I'll do better than M ever could. Just trust me.
Pop on over here. I got some cinnamon, got some honey, got some lime.
I can
Gotta
make you a
go
hot
fucking
toddy.
way to Chicago.
A what?
Hot toddy.
What's a hot potty?
Toddy.
What's a hot toddy? Am I dumb?
It's a drink. It's like an alcoholic drink that people take to pass out.
It's called.
They're good for when you're sick.
I've actually never heard of a hot
It's
toddy.
like
Fuck was that drink?
citrus, cinnamon.
Apple cider.
Oh, it has
some
cinnamon.
other stuff.
I've
Allergic to cinnamon?
no, I've just typically
Cinnamon?
I've just typically avoided drinks with cinnamon.
You could skip the cinnamon.
Historically, not always though.
It's mainly honey, lemon, and liquor. I usually use whiskey.
Mm.
The spices are. I mean, the spices can add to it, but you don't have to have them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think everyone did a good job though, with the disadvantage that is against you guys right now. And I will be very clear that you guys do have a bit of a disadvantage against you guys right now.
Because we took too long.
I wouldn't say you guys took too long, but your actions have made you late.
So, how did you expect the first encounter to go? I just want to know.
Were we supposed to find them like in the bar?
No.
We weren't supposed to run them over with the car.
So I was right. It just you failed.
No.
You told me to hit them.
Didn't say to crash. Just run them over.
No, she said you
Yeah,
weren't
but-
supposed to run them over.
Yeah, we weren't.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
were supposed to interrogate them.
I told Sushi how it was supposed to go. Yeah, you guys
Find a way.
you guys chose a very interesting route. So but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just the script has been thrown out. That's all I
We're
was.
just trying to keep you on your toes.
Yeah. On your toes.
Ah, fuck, dude.
Wasn't like this wasn't planned at all, and we just.
It was not. It was not. It was like it was supposed to be a simple like, hey, like Cyber or Half-Life 2, like pick up that can, get the fuck out. That the people you're looking for are over there. You guys went horribly wrong.
I think we went horribly right.
Yeah, you guys went horribly right.
We're making a name for ourselves. Where's our reputation, Malice?
You guys are gonna get negative reputation.
I did say Malice.
I mean,
People to
fuck.
fear me.
The Friday group got negative reputation, if you remember.
I do.
Yeah, you can thank Sarah for that one. I mean, everyone really fucked up on that one, but you could really thank Sarah for that one. That's why she got -2 reputation that day, or
Wait,
-3.
did we get the negative reputation for fighting back, or was that just in general?
She got like -3 for starting the fight.
Okay, so it was just for that specific them invading our home and us not standing down.
You guys started the fight, essentially. Like,
No, I do get that.
like, like I do want to make this very clear. Like nobody,
I'm here.
like nobody tried to talk things out until bullets started flying.
In my defense, bullets were already flying by the time I got to the.
I know, but
Questions later.
I know, but Sarah immediately opened fire. Okay, Sarah immediately opened fire, and as soon as
talking about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah decided that she was just going to make an enemy of Biotechnica that day, so she got -3 reputation.
No, I do get that. I just wanted to make sure, like, it wasn't for everything. It was just for that specific encounter.
So specifically in that campaign, reputation only applies to Biotechnica. Your reputation score is going to be different if you guys do leave Biotechnica.
I see.
Yeah. So right now, John Warframe's reputation is a bit more global, though.
Man, skip you, Warframe.
Well, because he's a lawman, he kind of
working to me.
yeah.
It's better when you were John Master Chief.
Well, he was John. Fuck, what was your original name?
Was it?
No, he was John. No. Before you even joined, he had a different name. Was it John Cyberpunk? No. You were John something. And then you changed to John Warframe because it was funny because you were like the Warframe guy. I don't remember what you changed your name from. And yeah, I hope
you having a name. I think I just had John.
You were John something though. You were John something else, and then everyone just thought it was really funny to do John Warframe. Good night, Vale. I hope you feel better.
Goodbye.
But yeah, that but you saving those orphans or not the orphans, the academy students, definitely brought your reputation up a lot. Well, the rich academy kids. Yeah.
Maybe the rich daddies will send me a credit card.
I mean, you haven't tried to buy in favors.
I don't even really think I.
Typically, that's mostly a rocker boy thing, but reputation can get you some stuff. But rocker boys can benefit heavily off of it. That's why I was like talking to M like when she left the Cyberpunk Friday group. I was telling her like, and she was like looking like when she was making her character for this game, she was like looking at all the skills. It was like, I haven't seen anyone use this ability in the other campaign. Why didn't I use this ability in the other campaign? And she was like going down the list, like, why didn't Sarah ever use this? This looks really broken.
You make me sound like an asshole.
Which is it? So I can use it.
It's the tech stuff mostly.
I'm attack. I'm attack. I'm attack.
Yeah, all the tech stuff. She was like reading all the tech stuff. Like, this all sounds amazing. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm like, you liked all the text that you read, right? Like, you or like a lot, right?
No, yeah, they have a lot of good
Yeah.
like you can pretty much just make up like anything in your mind and like modify a weapon on the spot.
Yeah. And it's like, and when she was reading like the Rocker Boy stuff, she was like, I didn't play a Rocker Boy at all.
Yeah.
Because like she was reading like all the favors you can get for free. I was like, I didn't use any of this. But no, I don't think anyone thinks you sound like an asshole, baby. I think I just always sound blunt, and yeah, I think I just blunt. That's it. But I've been like telling everyone in the Friday group that like nobody uses their abilities enough, like at all.
I do.
I mean, yeah, you're the
At one time.
I make drugs all the time.
yeah. When you can, yeah. Sarah just now is barely crafting because she's being forced to craft.
I want to craft, but I want
Craft.
to still keep my character more focused on the cybernetic side of crafting. I don't like. I'm torn between like gaming or like sticking to my role play. You know.
The thing is, you can gamify the role play. You just gotta put yourself in that situation. Like Diva, the reason why he started inventing things, because let's be honest, he wasn't gonna invent shit until the netrunner of the group was complaining about like not having like stuff to use. So he made the ass pillow for him, the deployable ass pillow for him.
But like his passion still lies in cybernetics, so it's like
Yeah.
yeah, I can make weapons and stuff or tools, but
Well,
only out of necessity. I don't think I'm going to
put it this
delve
way.
too much into weapons.
Put it this way, right? Start with pop-up weapons, right? And then branch out to tech rebuild weapons, and then eventually you'll be like, you know what, I like some of these guns, so I built some of these other guns for myself. There you go.
Got you.
Yeah. You can always find a reason to develop something for yourself. And that's what I was telling Em. Like the drone, like you can always find a reason to upgrade. Like you want to do medtech stuff, make friends with Ivor. Find reasons that he will help you learn how to administer things, right? Like boom, right there and then, right? Like if Nova and Ivor become friends, she can start upgrading the medtech drone, and then Ivor can like give her advice and like give ideas on like how to make the drone better, make it essentially its own like medtech one drone with his own.
Become friends.
You're so right. You're so right. But you know what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah.
with like time, though. Like, yeah. So, but Cyberpunk just has so much room for cool, and I hope that people will definitely take advantage of it. I just want to push the Friday group to do more. That's my biggest like thought process.
Sprinkle in that I can abuse my power and I might do it.
I mean, I already kind of did it with the lawman thing, like pushing your way into the line, right? And the reputation, like face down. Yeah. Like
I didn't know that was gonna end up being a face down.
Yeah.
Threw me off.
Yeah, I mean, like I keep always telling people in Cyberpunk, like, just ask how can I do this, and I will try to make it happen.
Wouldn't that have been a I don't know, persuasion or something?
You failed your persuasion. Remember? You tried your persuasion. Yeah, you tried persuading them. You got pretty bad. And they're like, I've already seen enough of you guys. And then you did the face down, right? And they saw like your face under the hoodie, and they're like, like fuck. Like it's you. And they're like, you know what? I don't really want any trouble, so you just don't cause any trouble and I'll leave you alone.
Well, does that mean they know that I'm there?
That
Shoes is gonna save the day again.
That guy knows you're there. Whether that guy cares enough to tell others, though, is completely up to divine intervention, though. You could always roll human perception to see if they cared, or if they seemed like they were gonna kind of tell others. Absolutely. See, like again, you could like there's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way, right? Roll human perception. Is that guy gonna tell other people? Does that guy seem like he was gonna snitch? Is that guy gonna rat me out? Boom, right there.
Alright. I think I'm gonna call it there.
Mm-hmm.
I will talk to y'all later.
I'm also gonna.
I'm gonna go.
Alrighty. I'm also gonna put M in for a nap.
Nap time.
For she yells at me. She cranky. Oh my god, she's already yelling at me. Oh my, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm just doing my own thing. I don't care.
Bro, I'm okay. It's nap time. I'm sorry. Okay, don't yell.
You know what? I'm gonna throw your gift away.
Whoa.
I'll take it.
I would never do that to you.
Thank you, Lee J. Maybe I'm spending my anniversary with Lee J.
Ew.
Hey, I'm only an hour away. I could be there for you. I could pick you up. We could go get
He's
some ramen.
in California.
I could pick you up.
We will take the drive.
Drive? Who's talking about driving? I'll fly for free.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.